What is going on, everyone? I hope you are all having a fantastic day. So we all know that credit cards can be a very powerful financial tool if used properly, but there are a million different options to choose from, and it can be really difficult to pick the right one for you. But thankfully, we have looked at a lot of different credit card options here on the channel, and today I thought we would put two of them head to head that aren't ones that usually are compared to each other. So today, let's break down everything that the SoFi credit card and the Apple credit card have to offer and put them against each other to see which one might be the better option for you. All right, let's jump right into it. As per usual with this kind of versus video, I have done separate reviews on both the SoFi credit card and the Apple credit card. So if you do want some more in-depth information, then definitely check out those videos, but we are going to run through what each card has to offer briefly in today's video. Alright, so first let's start off with the SoFi credit card, which, as some of you may know, I have had this card since the week that it came out, and it is still one of the cards that I carry with me in my wallet every single day. So honestly, this card keeps it pretty simple across the board and is going to give you unlimited 2% cashback on every purchase, and that comes to you in the form of points. Now, the point system was a little bit confusing when this card first came out, but thankfully they have tweaked a few things, and it is now much more simple and easy to understand. So basically, for every dollar that you spend, you are going to earn 2 points, and each point directly correlates to a penny, meaning 2 points per dollar means 2% cash back. But the really cool thing about the SoFi credit card in particular is those points can be really easily redeemed within the app to either pay off your credit card debt, pay off other debts that you may have through SoFi student loans or other lending programs. You can also redeem it for cash, which is the option that most of us are probably going to use the most, or you can even use it to invest in fractional shares through your SoFi Invest account. And they just recently added a new feature that allows you to redeem your cash back for cryptocurrencies. So that's definitely going to get some varying opinions, myself included, but if you have diamond hands and you're riding Bitcoin to the moon, then that is definitely a really unique option. And just recently, they also added a new sign-up bonus for the credit card, and this is going to allow you to get 4% cash back for the first 30 days after opening your card. So instead of getting 2 points back per dollar, you're going to get 4 points back per dollar. So if at the end of today's video you decide between these two cards you want to go with the SoFi credit card, then definitely check out the link down in the description below to claim that offer and get 4% cash back on all of your purchases for the first 30 days after opening the card. And for those of you who are wondering, the SoFi credit card also has no annual fee and no foreign transaction fee, which are both always added bonuses. So as you can probably see, this card keeps things pretty simple across the board, but you're also going to have access to SoFi's budgeting and smart spending tools to make sure that you are staying on track with all aspects of your financial goals. Plus, you get cell phone protection up to $1,000 and MasterCard ID theft protection, which is basically an included fraud monitoring service. And as if all of that wasn't enough, you're also going to get cashback rewards with certain merchants like Lyft, DoorDash, ShopRunner, and a ton of others through the World MasterCard Elite benefits. Now, as far as the app interface is concerned, you all know that I personally am a huge fan of SoFi as a whole, and their app is really well designed, with the credit card tab being an extension of the other tools that SoFi offers. Now, on that note, I will mention that in order to get the SoFi credit card, you will need to have a SoFi Money account, which, if you're curious about that, I have done a ton of videos on the SoFi Money platform. So if you do want to get the SoFi Money account, then again, there is a link in the description below that will give you $50 for free when you open and fund that SoFi Money account, so that you can then go ahead and get the credit card. And as part of the SoFi ecosystem, you're also going to get free credit monitoring to keep track of your credit score over time and see how you're progressing, and be able to redeem those points that we talked about earlier right from within the app in a matter of seconds. Plus, you can set up automatic bill payments or make manual payments in seconds to make sure that you are, of course, paying off your bill on time every single time without fail. Alright, so that's a quick rundown of the SoFi credit card. So now let's switch over to the Apple card and then put them head to head to see which one might be best for you. So similar to the SoFi credit card, the Apple card keeps things really simple and isn't going to have any rolling categories or anything like that, and it's just going to be a simple flat cashback card. So if you like that kind of thing, then either of these would be a great choice. But specifically, you're going to earn 3% cash back on all Apple purchases, and you're also going to get 3% cash back at several different retail locations currently, like Panera, ExxonMobil, Walgreens, and a ton of others. Then outside of that, you're going to get 2% cash back on any purchase using Apple Pay, and 1% cash back on all other purchases. The Apple Card also has no annual fee and no hidden fees across the board, and the app interface that allows you to keep track of your balance and pay off your credit card is fantastic. And while I do like the SoFi app as a whole, I have to say that Apple has done an amazing job with this interface, and it is so easy to keep track of the cash back that you're earning, understand how much you're earning and where you can use that in your Apple Pay account, and of course, pay off your card right from your iPhone. Now, the other huge benefit that isn't really a big benefit, but is one in my opinion, is that the Apple Card is metal. Like really heavy-duty titanium metal. I know that doesn't matter to everyone, but if you're trying to flex on your friends or you just want to have a really cool metal credit card, then this is a great option since it has no annual fee, and typically most metal credit card options currently on the market do have some kind of high annual fee. For example, as I've mentioned before, I have the American Express Gold card, which costs me $250 per year, and that card is also metal, but the Apple Card actually feels even more heavy and premium than that card, and the Apple Card costs $0 per year. So again, I know not everyone cares about that kind of thing, but that's definitely a benefit that the Apple Card has over SoFi, since the SoFi credit card is just a regular everyday plastic credit card. As far as sign-up offers and bonuses go, Apple has had some bonus offers in the past, but currently I don't believe they are offering any kind of sign-up bonus. So that is a bit of a bummer considering SoFi does have that 4% cashback bonus for the first 30 days, plus you can get that $50 for free when you open and fund your SoFi money account. But that's not necessarily a fair comparison, and the fact that the Apple credit card is free, meaning it has no annual fee, means that it's kind of normal that it doesn't have a sign-up bonus. Alright, so again, I know that we just ran through all of these features really quickly, so if you do want a detailed breakdown on either option, then again, be sure to check out the full review videos that I have done on each of these cards. But across the board, they are very similar, so how can we choose which one is best for you? Well, honestly, it's going to largely depend on some other aspects of your financial life and how you spend your money most often. The main difference here is really just the way in which you earn that cash back, and obviously the fact that the Apple Card is metal, whereas the SoFi credit card is plastic. But honestly, the biggest difference that I have found that will probably help you make your decision is the difference in how difficult it is to get each of these cards. The SoFi credit card is definitely a beginner credit card in my opinion, and while you might not be able to get it with absolutely no credit history, that doesn't necessarily mean that you should just write it off. But regardless, it is definitely an easier card to apply for and get approved for than the Apple credit card. As I talked about in my original review on the Apple credit card just a few weeks ago, I have applied for this card twice and was denied twice. And while the last time that I applied was well over a year ago, and a lot has changed in my own financial situation since then, it does seem to be a little bit finicky across the board in terms of who gets approved and who doesn't. Goldman Sachs, which is the bank that backs the Apple Card, does give recommended scores in the high 600s or better in order to improve your chances of getting approved, but with a score of 785 myself, I still got denied. So honestly, there seems to be a lot of other factors that they take into account in order to get approved. But the good thing is you can always go ahead and apply for the Apple Card in seconds, get an instant approval or denial offer, and this will have no impact on your credit score. So you can go ahead, apply for the Apple Card if you're leaning in that direction, and if that doesn't pan out, then you can always go ahead and get the SoFi credit card instead. But assuming you can qualify for either one, it really comes down to that cash back when deciding between the two. On one hand, we have the SoFi credit card, which gives you a very simple 2% cash back across the board, while the Apple credit card has those bonus categories at certain merchants, including Apple themselves, 2% cash back when you use Apple Pay, and 1% back on everything else. So if you do a lot of shopping at those retail locations that I mentioned earlier, or you know that you'll be using Apple Pay a lot or shop a lot at the Apple Store, then you definitely might want to consider the Apple Card. But if you don't want to have to worry about all of that and using your phone to pay for things to get 2%, then you'll probably just want to stick with the SoFi credit card instead, since that's going to give you a simple 2% cash back across the board. So at the end of the day, it really comes down to the way in which you spend your money and where your preferences lie. But I think for me personally, I am very happy with the SoFi credit card, but as many of you know, I personally use SoFi as my main bank account. I have a SoFi Invest account, I use their credit card and budgeting platform, so I'm definitely a little biased in that sense, but just because the SoFi credit card is right for me, doesn't mean that that's necessarily the right choice for you between these two options. Again, both of these cards are pretty similar across the board. card. So if you're split right up the middle, then it doesn't hurt to go ahead, apply for the Apple Card, since that isn't going to have an impact on your credit history, and it literally takes a few seconds to apply. And if that doesn't pan out, then you can go ahead and get the SoFi credit card instead. So I would love to hear if you prefer the Apple credit card or the SoFi credit card down in the comment section below. And remember, if you do decide to go with the SoFi credit card between the two, then remember to use that link down in the description below to get your 4% cash back on your first 30 days of having this card. And also, if you haven't yet opened up your SoFi money account, then definitely check out that link in the description to get $50 for free when you open and fund that account. As always, if you did get value out of this content and you want to help support me, it would mean a lot to me if you would hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who you think would get value out of this content as well. And of course, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it so much. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.